After a thrilling Turbo Truck Series race last night, the Nitro National drivers take their turn around the high-banked, high-intensity Boston International Speedway for 80 laps in the next race of the 2023 One-Up Nitro National Series season. This high-banked, mile-long oval is very technical, but these guys are going to be searching for every groove possible to find grip and to make positions, because it's very easy to get around the guy in front of you. You just got to be patient with them over the course of these 80 laps. And alongside me to bring you all the action once again is Duke Ansack as per usual. This is going to be an interesting one. We only have 3 races to go until the regular season concludes, and the first opportunity for a couple of guys at the top of the points to lock themselves in.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be a lot of fun here. This is such a great little racetrack that we have, high banked, like you said. It's going to be a lot of fun, and mainly, the big storyline. I think we got 2 of them coming into this race with the points. Because like you said, we're really coming down to it here. Only 3 races, including the one we're about to see today, left in the regular season, and we've got 2 major battles going on. The first is between the top 4 in points. Only 20 points separate Joshua Michaels, Ryan Griffin, Zachary DeLello, and Alex Regeparub at the top of the grid here. Joshua Michaels took the lead in the points last week, and there's a big bonus that comes with that. So that's going to be a big thing to watching those drivers and seeing how they do today. They're all starting kind of spread throughout the field, but then our other battle is pretty intense as well. Down at the bottom of the cut line of the playoffs, we've got Ricky Freeman Jr., Elijah Ironhouse just above the bubble by 12 and 2 points, and then Riley Hooper right there knocking on the door of Elijah Ironhouse, 2 points back. And then behind him is Keon Daly and Rasha Mahendra, James Ellison, Shantley Daniel. They're all right with each other. In fact, 3 of them are tied on season points so far. They're all within striking distance. They could get above that cut line today as long as they have a good day, and they're going to have 3 solid races, every single one of those drivers, to be able to achieve what they want to do in the regular season today.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun to keep an eye on the points battles throughout the field as we get this race underway, as we can now bring you the full starting lineup. And it's been the Team Dayspring show so far this weekend, with the 3 full-timers at Team Dayspring, Cody Goforth, Ryan Arnold, and Zachary DeLello, sweeping the top 3 starting spots. Those 3 are going to be absolutely dangerous today. With them, I'd assume they'd all be working together to secure a great day for the Team Dayspring group. Ryan Griffin starts 4th. He's looking to retake the points lead from Joshua Michaels, who starts 12th today. And Henry Thomas, after that disappointment at New Jersey Motorsports Park, he's looking to rebound as well. But there's a lot of stories to keep our eye on, especially, like you said, the battle for the regular season championship and the battle for the final few spots in the playoffs, because I believe those top 4, with good runs today, they can all lock themselves in tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I have no doubt that they'll all lock themselves in today, unless something catastrophic happens. But yeah, I would say going into this race, keep your eyes on those Team Dayspring cars. But it's going to be hard to keep your eyes off of those cars. I have a feeling today is going to be a stellar day for them. We'll see. Ryan Griffin starting right behind. He has been tough this year. He's been around at the end of a lot of these races. So hey, we'll just see what happens. I think it's going to be a great race, and boy, am I excited to see what happens.
So with that being said, we have all 42 cars lined up on the grid ready to go for 80 laps of racing action, 80 miles around the Boston International Speedway. This is the One-Up Nitro National Series from the Boston Speedway, and this is going to be a great race. Strap in, because it's about to get underway. With the pace car off, Cody Goforth, Ryan Arnold, Zachary DeLello hoping to get Team Dayspring a best day of their career right here. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Boston. Cody Goforth with a good lead out in front. He dives it off into turn 1. Does Arnold have space to slot in underneath him? No, he does not.
No, but he's going to slide up right there. Cody Goforth will, and he's going to be clear for the lead, coming down the back straightaway. And this is a 3-wide situation, 2 rows deep after the front 2 cars. This is pretty intense coming off the corner. Look how close they were. And side by side across the line for the lead, the teammates, the 03 and the 01 leading the way. This is stellar in the first couple of laps of racing here.
Absolutely, and Zachary DeLello wants more. He's going to dive it off into turn 3, I assume, with help from Henry Thomas. Goforth goes up high. That allows the 03 to swing down low, take the lead of the race. And for the first time this evening, Zachary DeLello leads this race as the caution's out already for a big crash in 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's a lot of cars involved with damage right here in turn 3. We're watching to see, yeah, there's some more involved. The 16 is involved.
Double
All these
zero.
people
Oh, and Logan Jones with
wow.
significant damage in the 94. His day looks to be over already.
Well, chaotic start to this race so far. Wow, we had some pretty intense action up front, and then we had some intense action in the back as well. As you can see, it has all gone wrong for a few drivers in this one so far.
Yep, and we're going to get you a replay of what happened. You see Yami Suzuki with damage, Skylar Taylor, Robert Armstrong with damage, and you see Ryan Griffin trying to catch up to where he was running at the time of the caution. We'll get you that. Yeah, we'll get you a replay of what happened. Not sure what happened in the 92 there, but he is back in line in 4th place behind, or 5th place. No, well, he's around there behind Goforth, DeLello, Thomas, and I think Ryan Arnold, but
doesn't look like he has any damage either, which is a positive for his day. Boy, lap 3 incident. That's that's a tough day for a lot of these drivers to start it in the wall.
looks like it starts right here. Kenneth Grant, oh, he washes up into the 7 of Kanalka, gets into Aiden Clare. So both Dakota Racing System cars involved in this one. Oh, and Jones sends the double zero, barrel rolling up the banking.
Yeah, so once they all hit the wall, the track was just blocked and nobody could get on the brakes soon enough. It's just a tough situation to pile up right there.
Oh,
and then this is what happened to the 92. He got turned
by the 04, Diego Yepes.
Yeah. Well, it seems pretty a harmless spin. He doesn't make any... Oh. Yeah, he doesn't make any contact with anybody, it seems. So then he, of course, reclaims his position. So no harm, maybe a little foul for the 92 team.
We're looking at this now from Aiden Clare's view, and you can see his teammate in the middle of a free-wide situation right there. Grant just washes up into the track, and there's nowhere for Kanalka or Taylor to go. And then Clare gets spun down the track. Logan Jones, just an innocent victim as well. T-bones the side of the double zero, and Aiden Clare almost landed on top of the 16, the force of which he went up and over.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aiden Clare almost had this crash avoided, and then ended up upside down. So that's just that's how it goes sometimes. I don't know if there was much that could have been done about that accident. So luckily everybody's all right, and we continue on here. And the lights are out on the pace car, so we're gonna get ourselves a restart here, single file. Nobody a lap down yet, it seems. So the 03, the 01, and the 12 are gonna lead the way to the green flag as they come around.
Yep, with Aiden Clare and Logan Jones, the only retirements from the race so far. We've got 40 cars still running in this race, all of whom are on the lead lap. And we're going to get ready for a restart, and I would expect that 10 car of Ryan Arnold in 5th. He wants to try and get back up to his great teammates running 1 and 2 right now, but it'll be interesting to see because he's got 2 guys ahead of him that both want good days. One to redeem himself in New Jersey, the other to try and take the points lead back.
It's true, and this restart you're going to have to watch for people jumping low into the first turn and trying to catch people off guard, get a better restart, come into the line, and see if you can beat them into that first turn. That's going to be the way to do it if you want to try to gain positions here. We'll see what happens.
Green flag back out. We're underway once again. Cody Goforth's already taking a look to the inside, and he's got a great run off the line, and he's already inside his teammate DeLello. You see Ryan Arnold further back, already making passes on Griffin and Thomas. But Cody Goforth through to the lead already on Zachary DeLello. We're quickly restoring the order of a Team Dayspring 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they all got great restarts right there. Cody Goforth, of course, got the best. Now he's out front. We got Ryan Arnold still working on 3rd place. He looks like he should be able to get it here maybe with a little bit of help in that bottom lane. The 12 is having a great little run for himself in the outside lane. They stay side by side for 3rd place, but the 01 is looking really great right now, and he's holding his teammate in check behind him for the top spot.
You see Skylar Taylor back in the pits with some repair work going on. Kenneth Grant way off the pace as well in that 53. I would expect these guys to come up to lap him fairly soon. But it is now complete. The Team Dayspring 1, 2, 3 has been restored with Goforth and DeLello leading Ryan Arnold in 3rd, with the 10 trying to hold as many people back as he possibly can, trying to help their team owner Devin Fair climb up from 8th spot.
Yeah, and here comes that '03 car to the bottom. That's Zachary DeLello going for the lead here, and he made the move down the front straightaway. I think that's a good spot. We're going to see a lot of passing there here in this race, and we've got some very slow cars on this racetrack as you're seeing the 16 exiting the pit, and then Kenneth Grant right there. They could play a factor into this, but here's Ryan Arnold down to the bottom going into turn one. He's going to be side by side for the lead with his teammate, and the '01 car is falling back now.
Now that is something we didn't expect. That is something we did not expect. Right? We saw when Ryan Arnold got the front row. That's great for Team Dayspring. We thought he might fall through the field. Not so here. He's going for the race lead on Zachary DeLello. This would be the first time Ryan Arnold has led today. But here comes Kenneth Grant, about to be lapped. We'll see what this does to the pack. It's going to hold them up quite a bit. DeLello's going to get a huge lead now.
Wow, and Ryan Arnold just could not hold it down on the bottom lane. And now look at this massive stack up that we have. So many cars in this situation. They're going 3 wide past Kenneth Grant. It's not going to work. The ‑03 has gone very far ahead of everybody we're watching.
Oh, and we got a big crash in the back.
Everyone is involved. We got cars upside down. This is oh my goodness.
A huge crash on lap number 13 brings out the caution for the second time today. A massive pileup at the start-finish line that has involved at least 15-20 cars, and a lot of whom are going to be done for in this race. Logan Williams with a lot of damage, smoke pouring out the back of the 88 machine. Samad Ozkin, Kean Rivers already in the pit lane. Ryan Soper, James Ellison with a lot of damage. Yami Suzuki again. Nicky Martinez with a lot of damage. It's easier to list the drivers that weren't in this crash. There's so many. Oh, and it looks like it's stacking up even more.
'03 is in it.
Doesn't look like he has too much damage, but same can't be said for, look, Keon Daly with a lot of damage in the 52. His day is done. So what in the world happened here?
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't exactly see what had happened. The focus had shifted, but I believe that Kenneth Grant is probably involved in this one. Just the slowness of that vehicle in front of everybody. We'll have to see what happened and spawned it, but yeah, blocked track and a lot of damaged race cars here today at Boston.
So this is where it starts. Kenneth Grant holding up pretty much everybody in this field that isn't Zachary DeLello. Is Henry Thomas going to get into the left rear? Oh, they all make contact.
4 wide.
Oh, and the teammates almost hit each other, and then you're right, it's just a block track. There's absolutely nothing. Oh, Ryan Soper gets tipped upside down.
Yeah, and all these people come piling in. They just had no time to be on the brakes at all. They were only able to get slowed down so much before they just piled in. Hopefully everybody's okay in this one. But yeah, that was a bad situation with Kenneth Grant right there. Tried to go 4 wide on him on the front straightaway and ran out of room.
You see, Ryan Soper was right at the back of this pack, just trying to stay out of the way, but there was no way anyone was going to stay out of the way of this wreck. Everybody was just piling in, and Shantley Daniel tips the 84 onto his roof, and Buck Strickland in the 1 also slides down the track on his roof.
Yeah, and for Ryan Soper, I mean, and a lot of those cars that were farther towards the back with cars behind, cars ahead, you're running into people. You have to slow down. You have to be on the brakes, but everybody behind is just pushing you more and more forward, and there's absolutely nothing they could have done. As soon as they started sliding and slowing down on the front straightaway, it was over.
And it is over for so many of these drivers. Look at the list of retirees as a result of this. Kean Rivers out of the race. Robert Armstrong, Ozkin, Harrison, Kaminsky, Martinez. The list goes on. After that, Buck Strickland, Ryan Soper, Ryan Reed, Yami Suzuki, James Ellison, Kanauka, Rasha Mahendra in the 6, and so many others all knocked out of this race. We're only going to have about half the field remaining for this restart on lap 17.
Man, oh man, so this is shaking up a lot of things here at this point in the race. We're only on lap 17. The field has been reduced to about, it looks like 22, maybe 23, with a couple in there that haven't retired but are laps down at this point.
I believe 24 cars are going to be still running when we take the restart.
Yeah, that's only slightly more than half. So yeah, and Kenneth Grant, of course, has remained on this racetrack. I feel like that car maybe should take a trip into the pit lane for the remainder of this race. We'll see, of course, but he's going to start in the front of the field because he's a lap down. So thanks for causing the accident. You get to start up front once again. But here we got the 03, we got the 10, and we got the 01 starting first, second, and third here. The teammates still remain up front, and they have avoided trouble so far in this action-packed race. Here they come to the green.
Yeah, all 4 of the Team Dayspring cars managed to avoid that crash incredibly. Although for the 10 and the 01, they almost got caught up in it. Maybe they were at one stage. But we are back underway at Boston on lap number 18. DeLello leads Arnold, who already makes a move to the inside trying to go for the lead.
Ryan Arnold is quick, and he has been aggressive so far in this race. He is absolutely making all the right moves, and these 3 teammates don't have any team orders. There's a big stack up in the back. No spinning yet, it seems, but we've got everybody stacked behind Kenneth Grant. Regardless, Ryan Arnold has taken the lead.
That
here's
was close.
Our stack up. They're 3 wide going into turn 1.
And for Ricky Freeman Jr., he almost caused another big pileup. I think he got hooked by somebody, got sent way onto the apron, came back up, and was very fortunate to not get involved in another big accident. But we've got the 3 teammates in single file formation at the moment, but Goforth taking a look underneath DeLello now for second.
Yeah, and Henry Thomas is not letting these guys get away. He is not making it easy, and they are all racing right with each other, and they are racing hard. No team orders here. No direction on if you should just work together here. They are working against one another. They are absolutely fighting for the lead of this race, and we've got 5 cars. You can throw them all under a blanket right here, racing for the lead, and it's so close. There's almost contact.
I think there was contact.
Thomas.
I think there was contact between those 2. It was very close if it wasn't. But
Yes.
You're right. Aside from Henry Thomas and Ryan Griffin, the top 6 is entirely made up of Team Dayspring Toyotas. And that is, I don't know if this track just suits this team or not, but they're doing a fantastic job for the first quarter of this race, avoiding trouble, staying up front when it matters, and it looks like Skylar Taylor is making another trip to the pit lane. I don't think it's going to be a very good day for the 16 team.
16 has already had a really, really tough day just trying to pass all those cars that are out of the race that they'd fallen behind there in that first incident. Here comes another move for the lead. Cody Goforth on the bottom lane. He sends it down into turn 1. He's going to try to pass this 10 car by the exit of the corner. Is he going to make it happen? I don't know, but Henry Thomas has a huge run, and he's going to make the move on the 10 car as well. So now the 01 is just barely clear for the lead, and Henry Thomas follows.
Yeah, Ryan Arnold got pushed up high. That allows Goforth to the inside. Goforth leads lap 23. We're on lap 24 now. And we've got a lot of new faces making appearances in the top 10 behind this group. Remember, Jensen Nomina in that 11 car, he started 36 today, and in just 24 laps, he's all the way up to 9th spot, with Alex Vercheperub right behind him.
Yeah, and you get a little bit lucky on some of those incidents, and you're just able to pass a lot of cars. And that's what the 11 car did, and is having a great day and trying to put an exclamation mark on a day where a lot of cars have fallen out of the race. So now Cody Goforth leads the way, but in second place, it's Ryan Griffin, who's having himself a move up through the field. But Cody Goforth has started to drive away from this group now that Ryan Arnold has fallen a few positions back, and the teammates have been separated all from each other. So yeah, this is maybe calm. The calm has fallen over these guys after the restart. We've gotten into a little bit of a groove here. You know, the first bit of a run that we've had without a big crash, without a yellow to break it up. So now they're all just in a groove and trying their best to find their line, let those tires heat up evenly, and see what happens for the rest of this race.
And don't look now, but I think Devin Fair has joined his teammates in this battle. He's now past DeLello to move up into the 5th position. Devin Fair making moves on Henry Thomas now for 4th. This 14 car, this is a part-time car for Team Dayspring. We don't see it every week, but he has come to play with his teammates and the cars he owns. Now that's all of them in the top 6.
Yeah, this is an incredible day for that whole team right here, and the 14 as well has joined the party here. The only one that didn't start in the top 5. You know, so that's you got to prove yourself in the race if you can't make it happen in qualifying. And look at that run through the middle of the corner. My goodness, that car is rolling the center amazing right now, and almost made the pass on the 92 car of Griffin, and he's going to make it in the turn 1 and 2, it seems. He's going to get at least beside him down the back straightaway.
So it looks like we'll restore a Team Dayspring 1-2-3, albeit with the 14 now running in the third spot instead of the 03. This is going to be a career day for this organization, regardless of the outcome. These guys are just performing flawlessly so far. The only blemish being Ryan Griffin and Henry Thomas running 4th and 5th, but still a very strong day for the Toyota Supras of Team Dayspring today.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, it's incredible. They're doing an amazing job here, but I can't say it was too unexpected. We've been waiting for this. This team has been so amazing all year as we see Ryan Griffin going for the move on the 14 car for third on the bottom lane, but they've just all been firing on all cylinders all year, and they've had a little bit of bad luck here and there, and they haven't all hit it on the same race so far. And today, it just proves and it shows how good this team has been. And the 14 has gone low, and he has made an incredible crossover for that third position on the 92 car of Ryan Griffin. And he's going to try to turn it into another spot here by passing Ryan Arnold for second place. He's working on him at least, going through turn 1.
And let's not forget that Team Dayspring has won 2 of the last 3 races in the Nitro National Series. Zachary DeLello did it at Indianapolis, of course. Cody Goforth last week at New Jersey Motorsports Park. So Team Dayspring looking for back-to-back wins and 3 of the last 4, which is very well possible. We're closing in on half distance very quickly here, and Cody Goforth is just driving away with this one. However, I would not be surprised if Arnold, Fair, Griffin, and the rest start to close in now that they're all single file.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's looking really good. They've got really 4 fast cars up here that could have a chance at winning this race, but you have to keep in mind that, like, the likes of Ryan Griffin, and we have Henry Thomas as well up here.
And the 66 is up here too.
Yeah.
Robert Weaver's up in the mix as
Exactly,
well.
yes. So, I mean, this really is not like a home run yet. I mean, these cars are still facing challenge from some other teams, but so far, they've been able to lead the way with those just behind instead of kind of hovering with them, you know. So it's been good so far for them. We'll see if it holds up for the rest of this race.
And I'm just very impressed by this 11 car of Jensen Noman, making his 2nd career Nitro National start. He's already made it up into the top 10. He's passed Elijah Ironhouse for 8th. This is just that's a great run for that 11 team. They've had their struggles this year, but they're making good of it here today. Not quite on a Team Dayspring level today, but I don't think anybody's on that level, aside from maybe the 92.
Yeah, the Dayspring cars are just amazing. But you're right, the 11 car, a fantastic day, holding this ground and gaining time on the leaders. In fact, I've been watching all of these people who we had only 5 cars kind of running up front. And then everybody up until 9th position with Elijah Ironhouse, they were all gaining time. And here comes a move for the lead from Ryan Arnold. He's going to the bottom, and he's not going to make it work this time. But, boy, is he working to pass his teammate Cody Goforth. And that's only going to allow these people behind to catch up. Meanwhile, they're racing side by side as well. So we've got a few people in this race. They're kind of just slowing each other down up front. It's allowing everybody to gain a lot of time and catch up to the leaders. And it's created this incredible racing atmosphere that we have right here for in the top 10, where they're all running for the lead and they're passing and they're making moves, and it's been great.
Yeah, I can't say I'm not impressed by this racing action right here. We've got 4 Team Dayspring cars in the top 5. Ryan Griffin, the only interloper, in 4th. But Cody Goforth led the majority of this race so far. However, that 10 car has proven to be quite fast, as has the 14. And honestly, even Zachary DeLella, while not quite on the pace of his teammates, is still probably the 4th or 5th best car here.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say that the 10 car, Ryan Arnold, really has been the most aggressive of the 4 Dayspring cars today. And who knows exactly why that is, or maybe it's just my perception of the situation. But it seems like that car has been more aggressive today. So riding in 2nd place, you know that move is on the way to try to get that lead. You know, he's always gearing up and trying to make that pass. So we'll see what happens. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4 Team Dayspring kind of situation if Zachary DeLello can get by the 92 before the 92 gets by the 14, that is.
I think the 10 is a bit more aggressive than his teammates. He's got something to prove at Team Dayspring. His teammates have already won races this year. Ryan Arnold, of course, has that win at Hillside a few years ago, but it was kind of a bit of a surprise thing. We didn't really see it coming. And for the majority of his career, he's kind of been laying back, letting DeLello and Goforth pick up the accolades at Team Dayspring. But this is an opportunity for Ryan Arnold. Oh, and we almost had a bit of contact between Fair and Griffin on the apron of the racetrack.
Just cleared him through turn 1 and 2. So we have a new leader. It's Ryan Arnold, who went low going into turn 1, and he went high coming out of turn 2 as the leader. He just clean swept on by Cody Goforth for the lead, and now he's starting to drive away. He's making his presence known in this race. Ryan Arnold is, and you're right, he does have something to prove here, and he is trying to put a statement victory together in front of his teammates to say, I'm part of this team too. I'm one of the guys. I'm one of the people that can really make a difference in this championship fight, and the 10 car leads the way for it right now.
Because while his teammates were top 6 in the championship, Ryan Arnold entered this race 22nd in the point standings. He's he does have 3 top 10s this year, which is impressive, but nowhere near the level that his teammates have. And Arnold is just desperate to make something happen, because there's a bit of speculation about what's going to happen with him next year. Team Dayspring is yet to fully confirm their plans, but I fully expect, after the run they've had tonight, I expect them to keep things just the way they are.
Yeah, and Ryan Arnold has, it's just got to be a tough situation, because you watch those other cars, you watch the other teammates just have incredible days almost every single week, and we're always talking about at least one of them. Today we're talking about all 4, of course, as we see a move for second place from the 14 car underneath Cody Goforth, who may have heated up his tires a little bit in this run and is starting to fall off just slightly. But that 10 car really has not been part of it, and like you said, running 22nd in the point standings right now, and just needs a big statement right here. This is the perfect situation for Ryan Arnold to go out here, win himself a race, get a lot of airtime right now, a lot of people talking about him, and then hopefully lock down a contract for the next season.
Yeah, so far so good for Ryan Arnold. However, there is lap traffic up ahead. It is Kenneth Grant and Nathan Meyer in the 53 and 77 respectively. Both did good, but the 77 at least did a good job avoiding that crash. Kenneth Grant was, of course, the catalyst of that accident, but they're having solid runs. I'm not sure what the officials are going to say about the 53, but at least he's able to keep pace much better now than he did before. Yeah,
he was really, really slow on that one run, and then of course in this one we've seen that car does have a little bit of pace. It's just kind of hanging at the back of the field at this moment, and of course now the leaders are a little bit more spread out than they were the last time they caught lap traffic, so hopefully that allows them to have a little bit more racetrack to play with. We'll see. That looks like the 10 car is going to want to go high here. He's not going to get next to the 53, so he's going to cut low. And there's the move, so he's going to get by, hopefully without issue here, and everybody should follow low as Kenneth Grant moves to the outside lane along with the 77 car, and that should open up the bottom for everybody else, but Cody Goforth sees the bottom opening up, possibly to try to take the lead. There he goes down into the corner, and it forces that 10 car to run high, and Cody Goforth has another shot at taking the lead from Ryan Arnold, but it's not going to work out. Stays in second place.
30 laps to go from Boston. John McFadden is the next car up to be lapped by the leaders. You see him in the black and orange car just ahead of these guys. But now, we have Team Dayspring running 1, 2, 3, 5, and I know we've talked so much about them already, but this is just a commanding performance. They're leaving very little for other teams, but there are some other teams that are standing out in this race. We talked about the 11 a little bit. Alex Vigeparub started 23rd, and he's already made his way up into the top 10. And Ryan Griffin, of course, running 4th. As things run right now, he would take the points lead back from Joshua Michaels, who's currently running just outside the top 10.
It's true. I think Ryan Griffin has been really impressive today. He's just hung steady with these cars that have been so dominant. So he effectively becomes one of the 5 top dogs in this race, I'd say. It's all these Team Dayspring Toyotas and, of course, that Ford of Ryan Griffin, who are all just kind of driving away with this one right now. And who knows which of these 5 cars will end up on top come lap 80. I think right now it looks like Ryan Arnold has the best speed of the 5 of them, but Cody Goforth has been knocking on the door. The 14 is driven all the way up to third. So we'll just see what happens. And here comes the 14 trying to make a move low. He's just looking. He's just sneaking, getting a little bit of air on the nose of that car. And here's the 16. Oh, in the way this time. Look out. Oh, wow. That is close. And this car has been in and out of pit road, I think, just about every lap. They're just continuing to make modifications and trying to regain positions through here. Meanwhile, the 14 is going for second place.
And we have another retirement to report. Cam Stevenson in the 22. He was damaged in that lap 13 crash, and he's suffered a suspension failure. That is going to be the end of Cam Stevenson's night here in Boston. So he will likely finish in 23rd position. That leaves 23 still running, because I don't think Skylar Taylor is going to make up enough laps to beat the 22 anymore. So we're going to have about 19 cars finish on the lead lap in this one, which doesn't sound like a lot, but remember, we had that big crash earlier.
Yeah, really, there hasn't been a lot of lapping that has gone on. We've seen damaged cars go laps down here, but other than that, really not a lot of interference from the lappers in this one. Now this is the longest green flag run by a lot that we've seen so far, and we're just ticking away. Time continues on in this race, and we see that everybody's just riding along right now, and we'll see if maybe there's some more lap cars in the future of this one. But for now, things are looking really clear for Ryan Arnold, who leads the way over his teammate Cody Goforth here on lap 58.
Yeah, and it looks like he saw a move coming from the L1, and he took preventative measures to avoid that from happening. Ryan Arnold is not playing nice with his teammates, because he's got his big opportunity here in front of him. Devin Fair not doing his teammates any favors either. He's going for second place.
Yeah, Devin Fair is just trying his best to get by Cody Goforth. He has been working on that 01 car for so long, but now Ryan Griffin has gotten to the outside of Devin Fair. Let's see how that outside lane fares right now. At this point in the race, we saw earlier that the inside was the preferred way, especially through turns 3 and 4. It tightens up off of turn 4, so really the outside lane struggles right there because the inside lane is able to open up slightly more. We'll see, because now, going into the corner is really good on the bottom, and it looks like Ryan Griffin is going to have to give up that attempt for third place, but that's okay. Still remains in fourth place and has another chance. Meanwhile, Henry Thomas goes to the bottom and is looking for a position over Zachary DeLello. Looks like he's going to get it.
Yeah, DeLello, I don't think, has been on the same pace as his 3 teammates today, but honestly, that's not a problem to him. And with the run he's on right now, he is set to lock himself into the playoffs for 2023, and that's going to be a big accomplishment for that 0-3 bunch. So I think he's content to just sit in 6th, maybe 7th if the 66 gets by him, and let his 3 teammates put on a great show for us here in Boston, as we just crossed 20 to go last time by.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have had 7 cars that really are the breakaway group right now. You can see Elijah Ironhouse, who is sitting in 8th place, and he is over a second behind 7th place. So really, it's these 7 cars who it's down to, and I think that really there are 4 cars in this group that have winning pace right now. Henry Thomas is trying to show that he's got some pace in that 12 car, yet to be seen, and it looks like he's going to really push that 92, who is possibly going to move up into 3rd place. It looks like he will. And Henry Thomas has a shot maybe to break into the top 4. And here is the 16 coming out of the pits and then going straight back into the pits again. Hopefully not to hurt the team car, who is running for the win. But yeah, right now, I mean, it's been all Ryan Arnold. I kind of expected Cody Goforth to put up a little bit more of a fight. We'll see if Ryan Griffin can get by for 2nd place. I think that would change the dynamic of Ryan Arnold's race a little bit, to have somebody who's slightly more aggressive just behind somebody who's not really trying to save the team 1-2. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think the 92 is right now the best car on the track right now. I think the Team Dayspring car is burned up some of their stuff maybe a little earlier in the run, running 1, 2, 3, and Ryan Griffin, he's always good at saving his stuff to the very end, and right now he is proving it, and he's trying to make a move on the 01 for 2nd spot. Ryan Griffin looking for his 4th win of the season to lead all drivers, but at this rate, I don't know, because Goforth is doing a good job trying to defend, but I don't know if it's going to last much longer, because that 92, like I said, is fast. But I think Goforth he realizes he doesn't have the speed anymore, maybe to win this race. He's going to try and defend for all his might for his teammate in that 10 car.
Yeah, and we all have to remember that they were racing hard at the beginning of this run with all the side-by-side action and the restarts that bunched everybody together. And here comes Ryan Griffin. He made the move for second place, and it was fairly tame, but he got right to the bumper of the 10 car. And now here comes Devin Fair for third place, and this top 5 has grouped up pretty tight here, with Ryan Griffin making that move in sixth place, not far back either. So Ryan Arnold pulls away a little bit right now, but yeah, Ryan Griffin sitting there in second place now, and he has been slowly picking them off as far as the Team Dayspring cars go. He's just getting them every few laps. He gets one of them, and now he's only one away from the lead of this thing. Boy, what a spoiler he could play in the Team Dayspring party that we've seen today. If Ryan Griffin could get ahead and possibly try to take the lead and the win away in this race, we're coming down to it.
Yeah, these are going to be the toughest 12 laps, I think, of Ryan Arnold's career. He's got one of the best in the business, Ryan Griffin, to hold off for 11 laps, and that is going to be a very tough task. But he's got his teammate back there,
Big run.
Yeah, but he does have his teammate Devin Fair back there to try and pressure the 92 into a mistake from behind. I don't know, but this 92 is really fast, and he's getting to the back bumper at a 10.
I don't know if there was contact right there, but the 10 car moved up the track, and the 92 has stayed low and is not next to him. So saved right there for the 10 car. Keeps it underneath him and really makes it happen there.
Yeah, Devin Fair is doing everything he can to distract the 92, put some pressure on Ryan Griffin, but I don't think it's going to pressure the 92. Griffin is always such a good driver in these kinds of conditions, and now there's only 10 laps away from the checkered flag deciding one of these drivers the victor here in Boston.
Yeah, Devin Fair definitely wants to have a say before it's over, but really Ryan Griffin, I think, is going to be the major factor in the closing laps of this race. He is running in second place right now, and every single lap is getting right to the bumper of Ryan Arnold, but he hasn't had the right run at the right time, and now he's going to have some pressure from Devin Fair, who I thought had a run there, and I guess he ended up not making anything of it. But yeah, so that's I think that 92 car, though, is going to be he has something to say yet before this is over.
We come down to the final 8 laps. Can Ryan Arnold hold on to this win, or will Ryan Griffin play spoiler? Team Dayspring combined between Arnold, Dolello, and Goforth have led every lap of this race so far. That could be a new record, but Ryan Griffin is doing whatever he can in his power to deny Team Dayspring a magical day here in Boston. But we now only have 7 laps to go, and he's gotten really close to the 10. He's going to try and stick his nose in, but I think the 10's got him covered.
Wow, he is pushing him through the corner right now. Ryan Griffin is putting so much pressure on Ryan Arnold, and that pressure is going to result possibly in one of those cars being in the wall. I don't think, this is an absolute dogfight for the win here at Boston. This is an incredible battle that we've seen between these two drivers. Hopefully they keep it clean for the rest of the way. I don't expect anything less, but these guys have just put on a show for us today at this awesome racetrack.
Was that Ryan Griffin's best last chance to get by? Because he's starting to fall off a little bit from the 10. He might have used his stuff up in that one last ditch effort, but we now have 5 laps to go. Ryan Arnold looks to have a bigger lead now. He's got a 0.4 of a second advantage. That's about as big as we've seen him have all race long. Devin Fair starting to fall off a little more, so it looks like it's going to come down to just these two for the race victory. Goforth and Dolello starting to fall back even further. Ryan Arnold's the team's last hope.
Yeah, and Ryan Griffin, really, he's got this situation where he keeps getting the run at the wrong spot. So he needs to get that run and then be able to get low. He just needs to get side by side with the 10, force that car on the outside lane. The inside is a lot stronger right now, and he just needs to get that car to turn a little bit more in the middle of the corner so he can get slightly lower as soon as he gets it to him with the run. But we'll see. He's got to get right up on him before that, and he is losing time here. He was 0.2 back last time. Now He's 4/10ths back, and he's not arcing the corner enough anymore. He's trying new lines. He's getting a little desperate. I think he's losing the front end of that car, as a lot of these drivers probably are at this point in the race. But Ryan Arnold, steady, smooth, just trying to close this one out.
Coming to 2 laps to go, Ryan Arnold is the last line of defense for Team Dayspring. We probably didn't expect to see that when we entered this race tonight, but here he is on the verge of career win number 2, and he's going to do he's done a very wonderful job already, holding off Ryan Griffin. There's a few lap cars up ahead, but I don't think they're going to make a difference. We're coming to the white flag this time.
Yeah, and Ryan Arnold, this is exactly what Ryan Arnold wanted to see. This white flag has run a long race, a good race, and here's the white flag waving with one more lap. That's all you have to do, and the 92 is still 4/10ths back, almost a half second behind, and it might not be enough. Ryan Arnold has run a stellar race so far on the back straightaway. Half a lap to go.
Ryan Arnold with Team Dayspring, they've led every lap of this race between their 3 drivers. But coming out of turn 4, it's going to be Ryan Arnold giving Team Dayspring their 3rd win of the year across 3 different drivers. Ryan Arnold gets the job done at Boston for his 2nd career win. And boy, is this one going to be one he's going to really experience for a while. It looks like Austin Runkle's had some problems on the final lap. He's going to bring it to a stop on the grass.
Well, that's not good. Austin Runkle was sitting in 18th in the points, and that's a tough way to end a day that you were having just staying out there. But yeah, Ryan Arnold put on a show for us today. All the Team Dayspring cars were really good, but Ryan Arnold absolutely turned out to be the best of those cars, And if you had asked me before this race and said all the Team Dayspring cars are going to be good, but one of them is going to be dominating this thing, if you had asked me, I would have probably chosen DeLello or Goforth for that role, but nope. Ryan Arnold put on a show, showed everybody up today, and then beat the 92 at the end unexpectedly, and stayed ahead of Ryan Griffin, who has been tough this year to beat. So a great run from that 10 car, and a great day for Team Dayspring all around. Very well done from everybody in those organizations.
So running down the rest of the top 10 for you, Ryan Griffin 2nd, Fair 3rd, Goforth comes home 4th. Henry Thomas completes the top 5. Robert Weaver and Elijah Ironhouse both got past Zachary DeLello in the end to take 6th and 7th. DeLello comes home 8th. Jensen Noman a 9th. A great drive from him from the back. And Alex Vergeperu completes the top 10. We can now say for certain that while Ryan Griffin did take the points lead from Joshua Michaels, both of those 2 drivers, plus Zachary DeLello and Alex Vergeperu, will be racing for a championship when the playoffs get underway in a few weeks at Bristol.
Congratulations to them. That's a great accomplishment, and you can now spend a couple weeks and relax a little bit. They're all in a battle for that top seed, that first spot, the regular season championship. But they can relax a little bit now. They can take a breather, celebrate a little bit. You locked yourself in, and that's great. And of course, all these other drivers, there's still a fantastic bubble battle going on for the last couple races we have here. And the 10 car had a great day today, and we'll see if Ryan Arnold can have a few more great days. It's just going to depend on how it all plays out.
So from Duke Anzac and from myself as well, we say goodbye from the Boston Speedway. We'll see you again next week at Darlington, but congratulations to Ryan Arnold and all of Team Dayspring. This was their career-defining moment, and they got it done here in Boston.